great hustle, great effort, rebounded the ball, made plays, got downhill, shot it well, and that's the way RJ is, and we needed it. We took a shot. We got up 16. They played hard as heck, and we knew they would. And so, at the end of the day, it's about getting a win. So obviously, we're pleased with that, and we have a lot to work on.
Similar to Chicago, where they were able to go on a run late and put themselves in a position to try to win. It was the same thing again here tonight. A lot of your guys aren't used to playing leagues. Is that something that just takes time?
Well, that's sort of the nature of the league right now. It's leads are not safe.
Yeah.
No lead is safe because of the way teams shoot the three. It puts a lot of pressure on you. And when you're on the road, you're not going to get calls, so you have to play through the contact. You can't get frustrated if you don't get a call and not get back, because oftentimes if you're down a man, it's a 5-on-4 and you're giving up a wide open three, and that's how you can make up ground. And then if you recklessly foul when you have your stopping the clock, so you're helping them. We have to understand time and score, but what I don't want to overlook are all the good things that we're doing to build those leads. So we'll continue to work at it. We've got to play tough with the lead. We're still striving to be a 48-minute team, but overall, doing a lot of good things. I like the way we're sharing the ball with each other. We're shooting the three really well, but oftentimes it's the guys who are creating those threes. It's the guy can shoot the ball, he's driving, he's spraying, we're making the extra pass, and we're getting a great rhythm shot.
It's early, obviously, but you guys haven't lost yet on the road. I mean, what do you like about the culture or the intensity that you're building out here on the road?
Well, we have really good veterans. They don't get rattled and that's the benefit of having Kemba and Evan, and obviously Julius is Julius. So, but just to have poise under pressure, and knowing that it's a long game, be mentally tough through adversity. There's going to be ebbs and flows to the game. Sometimes it'll be going our way, sometimes it may not be going our way. But to have the ability to navigate through that's your mental toughness, that's your discipline. Those things are important, that's your teamwork. So we always say we get into things together, we get out of things together.
You said before the season that you want to develop RJ as that second star. Is that becoming closer to reality?
Oh, well, we want to develop everyone. So that's, and the thing that I like about both he and Mitch is their age and their work ethic. And RJ he's a great work capacity. He wants to be good. It's important to him. He's very coachable. He's a great teammate. And when you see how he approaches things, he has toughness, he has basketball IQ, and he has competitiveness. And when you have those three things to go along with your talent, you usually improve.
Do you think he gets extra motivated when he does it in front of his Duke friend who's watching?
Who's his Duke friend? Oh. I hope that's not the case, but and honestly, I love the way he approaches the game. He has a lot of pride, and so whether it's here, whether it's in front of his Duke friends, Coach K watches a lot of his games, so he's got a lot, and there's a lot of Duke people in the league, so he's a busy guy. So we'll go with that. Yeah, he did it because of Zion. Yeah, okay. He knows he's good. He never questioned himself. And so, and my thing is, when you're open, shoot. As long as you shoot it good, that's all I'm worried about. Is it the right shot? Did you shoot it well? You could shoot it well, it could go in and out, and it's a great shot. Or you could sometimes shoot it poorly and it goes in. And it's a tough shot. So just take the right shots. He's playing an all-around game, and the thing that when he goes downhill, I think people don't realize how big and strong he is, and he can take contact and finish through the contact, and so he's getting more comfortable with it. He works at it, You can't say enough about him. And as I mentioned, our growth, our veterans are our veterans. And, Julius continues, he's sort of in the middle. He keeps adding to everything that he does. And Julius is a magnet, right? So he commands a lot of attention, and sometimes that's all we need to open up other things for other people. And so the game tells you what to do, and that's what we want. Mitch is starting to get a really good understanding of rim protection, anchoring the defense, putting pressure on the rim. He and RJ have great chemistry in the pick and roll, and those are big things for our team. And then our bench, Obi has gotten a lot better. Quick will find his way. I'm real confident in his ability. Derek is Derek. Taj had a monster game. He gave us a big lift. Just his effort. Those plays do nothing but unite and inspire the team. Those are, great plays because Valanciunas is big, Hayes is big, it's physical, and he was, those were range rebounds. He was covering distance and going through people.
When RJ is a rookie, he kind of struggled finishing around the rim. He has so many different moves there now. What do you think has been the biggest?
Well, just knowledge of the league. I think when you come in from college, it's so different than the NBA game, because in the NBA game, the size and athleticism is just so much different, and so you got to get used to that. And then you have to have different finishes around the basket. So I think, and sometimes a big part of learning is obviously you have to study, but then there's also the trial and error part of it. So the things that you're working on, when you first do them, you may not have the initial success, and then you see and you learn and you get better at it. And I think that's where he is. He's a young player that has a great approach to the game. So his attitude and approach are terrific, and that's why I think he's gotten a lot better.
You only took 33 three-point attempts.
Oh, I knew you would come.
No, but you go 19 to 33, is that like you did better than?
Yeah, and like I said, we have a goal, right? But I want us to take the right ones. And so if we're 19 for 33, that's a heck of a percentage. Just take the right one. So sometimes if you get fixated on the number and you just start chucking them recklessly, where that hurts you is in your defensive transition. So we have to know when everyone's shooting them, and we have to make sure that we can have the right floor balance. We have a chance to offensive rebound. That's what winning basketball's about. Is shot selection is a big part of winning. So I don't want to take reckless, race it up. You're being guarded well just to jack up threes. That's not what we're trying to do. I think taking the right shots and being disciplined about it and doing it together. The thing I love about our team is a lot of times we have like 3 and 4 driving kicks on the same play. And that's when you're playing for each other. That's when you're really a team. And those are the hardest things to guard because you really can't script those. Those are just reads. And so we play like that, we're going to score a lot of points.